Welcome back, guys. This is Winter Garden Coffee and Collab. I am with Andy Raphael, and I am very excited. He is with Big Boards Catering, and if you have not seen him before, you will never miss him again, right? Like you're one of those guys, Andy, that are just, you can't miss you, and not in a bad way at all. You can't miss you because you bring the vibe to a room. Like, you're just one of those people. Everybody likes you. Everybody wants to work with you. Like, it's just, I know you've got a history like with the police department and that sort of thing. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Well, thank you. Certainly appreciate being here.
Yeah.
So I get a lot of, how did you go from what you did for 30 years to catering? That does not seem like the natural transition.
Yeah.
So I was a police detective for 30 years, and the first 15 plus years was all on the tactical side. Yeah. Then it switched over to community events and logistical planning. Yeah. So that kind of gave me my love for planning events, for being involved in big events.
Yeah.
And then after I retired, I wasn't necessarily looking for something to do. Sometimes things find you.
Yep.
And my wife and I like to throw parties, and that kind of morphed into the business that we have now.
I love it. I love it. And so you specialize, and then I want to get into some goofball questions in our game, but you specialize in everything from like private dining, like imagine you have a private party at your house. So I'm about to have one, actually. We'll have like a party for 40 to 50 people at my house. And we'll have like a band there and everything. Andy's going to cater it. And so basically he kind of brings the experience. He brings that vibe of like an elevated fine dining to your house, and you don't have to worry about it, all the way up to 400 plus people events, which you just throw on, without a hitch anyway. You just make stuff look easy.
Well, thank you. There's definitely a lot of people behind the scenes, as you know, that make what we do look easy.
Yeah.
Right.
Fair.
Right. Lots of people.
Yeah.
But yeah, whether you're looking for like a high-end private dinner or a big backyard seafood boil, nobody wants to have to put in all that work. So usually they would just go out to a restaurant.
Yeah.
But when they find that they could have this in their home, right, with no time constraints and all the comforts of home and that private feeling, it really elevates the experience.
Yeah. Oh, it's so nice. It's so nice. Okay. So the game.
The game.
The game is this. I actually didn't read the instructions of the game, so we're just going to do what we want to do. Does that sound
perfect?
Par for the course, right?
Perfect.
So I think it makes sense that blue goes to blue, but I don't know. But what we'll do is we'll go back and forth, grabbing a card, and I guess blue. We'll just put them wherever. Put them wherever you want. You grab a card and you kind of just do one of these numbers. This has a magnet under it, so it's not really it's not unstable. It's got a magnet. But you put a card on, and then it's your turn, and then you put a card on. But know that you can do this too. You can put a card even in these little things.
Because blue goes to blue.
Well, yeah, or just any card, right? But yeah. So there you go. And then I'm gonna just start asking questions. So you're next with your card. Put it where you want. It doesn't need to be on the blue.
Gotcha.
Okay. So imagine that you've got to cater a high-stakes wedding, been there, right?
Yes.
At Plant Street Hall, no budget limit, but one surprise weather curveball pops up. What's your plan to keep the food fine dining and the guests smiling? So say it's an outside thing, and then bad weather shows up.
Gotcha.
That's like everybody's worst fear, I think.
It is, which is why most weddings are not in June and July.
Yeah, right.
Right,
Fair.
because they're outside. So typically when somebody wants to plan an outdoor wedding, we have to work a contingency plan into it. Whether it's into a room or a full tent.
Nice.
The plan has to be there, because once we start our setup, there's no like, hey, let's just move it. Because it's very elaborate. There's a lot of moving pieces to it.
Yeah.
So once we're tracking the weather, we let the bride or the host make that decision. I mean, ultimately, we'll guide them to the right decision, but
Yeah.
we let them make the decision.
Yeah. You give them oh, smart. I see what you did there. My brain didn't even think to do something like that. I went to an outside one because I was like outside to outside. You chose an inside.
And you notice I didn't even know there was arrows on there.
I noticed an arrow a second ago,
yes,
but I don't know what that is.
Yes, I don't know what that means.
I don't.
I'm like, oh,
Maybe
look, there's
we
an
should
arrow.
read the instructions
I'm like,
next
look, there's an arrow.
I'm not going to read the instructions live, but next time, Andy, we're playing this game again,
Right,
and we're
right,
reading the instructions.
right.
Okay.
Or not.
Or not. We might just go rogue again. So would you rather serve the perfect filet mignon at a boardroom lunch or an unforgettable cheeky canapé? Is it canapé?
I think it's canapé.
Okay. At a retirement party. Which challenge thrills you more and why?
So we feel blessed anytime anyone invites us to be a part of their life events, whether
Yeah.
it's retirement parties, weddings, graduations, baby showers, right? It's a blessing to be there.
Yeah.
We actually just did a celebration of life a couple days ago.
Okay.
And I hold those at really high regard, that people
Right.
choose us to be part of something like that.
Yeah.
So I think the food item, to me, doesn't matter as long as I'm delivering what the guest
Yeah.
really wants, right?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, if we took what they wanted and elevated it to a level they didn't think it would be at,
Yeah.
then we're happy.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. I love that your answer is ultimately, I don't care what the food, like the food is going to be amazing
No, the food is gonna be
regardless.
amazing.
Right, but that what you care about more is what the life event is and what it, and then being able to match and have it all work together. It's perfect. That's exactly what somebody would want. Let's see. So choose your own adventure. Your polished corporate client suddenly asked to incorporate a casual food truck vibe into their event. Do you politely decline, franchise your signature dish out to the back of the truck, or create a hybrid Big Boards trailer station? That's it. Create a hybrid Big Boards trailer station. So walk us through your idea. So which of those would you do if they wanted a truck?
That's what we would go with the third one.
Yeah.
By giving them the food truck experience
Yes.
necessarily without having the truck there.
Yeah.
Right? You know, we would set it up, we would bring things, you know, with our branding on it to make it feel like it was a food truck, whether we're putting up backdrops or signage so they would have that feel. People can come up, order their food like it was a food truck.
Yeah.
You know, obviously go with a menu that would work, you know, that you would think you were getting food from a food truck. So we could definitely tailor that to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's very cool. I'm glad that we uncovered that. So, okay, I'm going to ask you something that's vulnerable, if that's okay.
That's okay, as long as
All
I don't
right.
drop this and do that. Yeah.
So tell us about an event where everything seemed to go wrong, but you learned a lesson that made you a better caterer and human. What was that moment of grace? So everything that was seeming to go wrong, we've all had those days, we've all had those moments, but you've heard the rest of it, right?
And you want it for one of our events or just from
It
events?
doesn't need to be one of your events, just maybe something that you witnessed or that you got to learn from. A lot of times I learn from other people's stuff.
We do. So my wife and I just got back in town from an out-of-town wedding where we were guests.
Yeah.
And we were not catering the event. And that's important. We were not catering.
Yes.
It doesn't matter what company was catering the event.
Yeah.
It was not us.
Yeah.
But from the very beginning, just watching what was unfolding, I thought to myself, they have to be able to fix this, right?
Yeah.
We have systems in place to make sure the series of things that went wrong at this
Yeah.
event should not happen.
Yeah.
Right? We have systems for it because we've learned from other people.
Yeah.
You know, we've learned things happen. You have to make sure you're bringing the right food.
Yeah.
You have to make
So
sure
they had the wrong food.
they had the wrong food.
Yeah.
They ran out of food.
They ran out of
Okay,
food.
Big Boards in our name, big, right?
Yeah.
Like
Like,
we don't
it's
ever,
big.
knock on wood, we don't ever run out of food. Like we have plenty of food.
Wow.
You know, you'll find out. Like
Yeah.
that's, like when people
I'm
are
super
hiring like
excited.
a big in the name, like you want big. So
Yeah.
anytime we go places, you just try to pay attention to what other people are doing. Maybe it makes it better for you, for us, or maybe you're like, yeah, don't do that. So
Yeah.
everything could be a learning experience.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I think that's great. That's great. That would be a nightmare if you ran out of food. And that was a wedding, right?
was a wedding.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
And
gracious.
the people there knew that we were catering, and they were just like looking to us.
You're like, I didn't
even
cook today.
Right, we weren't even in the right state.
I'm not even, my team isn't here.
Exactly.
I can't do anything. I could run to McDonald's for you. Like, that's the best I could do for you right now. Okay, so if Big Boards Catering had a spirit mascot, I feel like you're going to like this question. If it had a spirit mascot, what would it be? And what would its signature menu item taste like? So a signature, I know you have dogs. I feel like.
We do have dogs.
I feel like that's one of your mascots.
We do
but
have dogs.
I don't want to give you your.
So, a signature mascot.
Yeah.
I think our mascot is like, oh, wow,
Yeah.
maybe a zebra.
A zebra.
Right, because it can be seen differently by different people.
Wow, I see what you did there.
You know, like I've never actually thought about that.
I'm loving
But
every
like,
moment of
going
this.
with like an animal for a mascot, like maybe a zebra.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because nobody knows if it's white with black stripes or black with white stripes.
Yeah. You know, and we again, we want to, kind of conform to what you want and still do it our way.
Yeah.
So, okay. Wow.
I love that. And then what would the signature menu item?
Which would be nothing that the zebra would eat.
Yeah.
However,
and we're not eating zebra.
Right.
So
and we're not eating zebra. But two of our most popular items across the board are shrimp and cheese grits and Greek lamb chops. So those are definitely our, two very unique items that you really can't get a lot of different places.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, so you're designing a dinner experience around Lake Apopka. Al fresco, under the stars, with fine china on a floating dock. What's the one dish that has to be on that menu, and why?
Oh, absolutely. We've done this. It wasn't Lake Apopka, but it wasn't.
Oh my gosh!
But it was another lake.
Okay.
So we've done it. It would be.
I didn't know I was recalling an actual memory.
Yes. So the actual menu, would be shrimp ceviche, king crab legs, and air fried buttered lobster tails.
Stop! Every time I hang out with you, Andy, like. You just make all your friends hungry, don't you?
But yes.
Yes.
But that was the actual menu that we did outdoors on a dock by a lake.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Man, be thinking about that. What I want you guys thinking about as you're listening to this right now is I want you thinking like, what can I make a party? What can I do to bring people to my house? I literally was like, okay, well, it's going to be around my birthday. A lot of people are gone around my birthday. It's going to be later than that, but we're just going to call it my birthday party. So like, imagine what can I do at my house so I can have Andy come over and cook and make it an event, make it something that, people will talk about forever. Like that's...
that is the idea. Like when we do weddings, one of the things that happens, and the first time it happened, it was a little bit scary. Like at 1:30 in the morning, my phone rings, and it was the bride.
Okay.
On her wedding night at 1:30 in the morning, and I'm like, hello?
After she was married?
Yes.
Oh, my word.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she's like, Andy, I got to tell you, my girls are blowing up my Instagram with your pictures. She's like, I just had to call and tell you that it was, amazing. So that was the first time it happened. But then we were getting messages from brides the next day on their honeymoon. Our Instagram is going crazy. My bridesmaids are posting. So.
Yes. Yeah. It's. If you want to have something that people talk about forever, that they're just so impressed with, they talk about forever. That's Andy's Catering. Period. Like that's what you're looking for, 100%. Would you rather be known for the ultimate crowd pleaser comfort food, or for an exotic Instagram-worthy dish that nobody can pronounce? Which would you choose for your signature event? So comfort food or the exotic thing and nobody knows how to say it?
I think ultimately we'll go with the comfort food, but as you know, when we first started our company,
Yeah.
it started out as Big Boards Charcuterie and turned into Big Boards Catering.
Yeah.
And nobody can pronounce charcuterie
Yeah. Or spell it.
or spell it.
Ain't that right? Yeah. Oh my gosh. The SEO for charcuterie has to be just wild. It's like all different versions of the word, right?
Yes.
That is so funny. So your answer is comfort
Comfort
food.
food.
Specifically, what comfort food?
So, like I said, we do shrimp and grits. So grits is very much a comfort food.
Yes.
Mashed potatoes are a comfort food. We combine that with like either chili glazed meatballs or pulled pork. So comfort food.
Yeah.
We do an amazing mac and cheese.
Oof.
You know, again, comfort food, right? The things that you can relate to when you were growing up, but they
Yeah.
taste so adult now.
Yes.
You know, so different. So definitely comfort food.
Ah, I love it. I mean, by nature, I love comfort food, right? Because it's comfort food. Like, yeah, I love it. I had a soup the other day, and I'm a soup person, but I had it was pot roast.
Okay.
And I was like, I haven't had pot roast since my dad made pot roast when I was young, right? And so it took me all the way back because it had the big carrots and the potatoes and the corn that was literally cut off the cob because it was still stuck together. And I was like, that was everything. I sopped it up with a biscuit.
And did you have that in a restaurant or did somebody make it?
No, well, I think somebody made it. It was Cracker Barrel.
Okay, so in a restaurant,
Yeah.
because there's not a lot of places you can go and get that.
No, exactly.
Right.
That's what. But now I've gone back twice and gotten it because now, like, I'm like, well, shoot, you guys have this. I know you have this, and so I'm coming back. Okay, so this is the last thing that I'm going to ask you. So, what was the event that you can recall where you really felt like this is what I love doing. I am never doing anything else. Like, this is my lane.
Our very first event from when we took this from a hobby
Yeah.
to actually being a business
Yeah.
was going to be the event that either started or ended our venture that quickly.
No pressure.
Because it was our first event and it was for 250 people.
Ooh, wow.
Right out of the box.
Oh my gosh.
Right? So it was either going to be a huge success and we're going to get great raves or a disaster.
Yeah.
Well, 4 years later, here we are. So that one.
I love it. I love it. That's great. Boy, talk about how stressed were you going into that event?
Oh, I didn't sleep for days.
Yeah, I bet.
I mean, because we hadn't done it on that scale at that point.
Yeah.
Right? Like doing stuff on a smaller scale just as a hobby is not doing it on a professional level for 250 people.
Yeah. Well, that leads me to this question, and then this will be the last question, even though now I've asked two more since I said it was the last one. I'm a big liar.
We're good. We're good.
So, as you were talking, I was like, if he's up for 2 nights ahead of time, he's thinking of everything that could possibly go wrong, and then he's thinking, how do I plug the hole of that? So if this is a potential problem, here, I've got a lined up solution. If this is a potential problem, I have a lined up solution. Is that how you work?
It is, you know, and sometimes you don't know when, like, you get to someone's home,
Yeah.
right, high-end home, and you pull up, and as you're starting to unload, they tell you, oh, by the way, our oven stopped working this morning.
Oh, shoot.
Like, not a problem.
By the way,
Not a
I don't know
problem.
how you're going to cook here.
Not a problem.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to bring in grills, we're going to go back to our kitchen, but we're going to fix,
Yeah.
right? We're going to problem solve it, and you're not even going to know.
So you don't, so there's just absolutely no, a problem that comes up where you're like, I just can't, there's a lot of people, we're in the day and age, we're all aware of this, we're in a day and age of people not really wanting to take radical accountability for anything, let alone, sometimes it's a business owner thing, right? Where they're like, well, I don't know, sorry. And and it could fall back on the customer, like, well, I mean, it is your oven. I mean, it could feasibly, and it would make sense. But instead, you're showing up and you're like, no, we're going to fix it. We're going to make it work. This is your event. I'm in control. And that is what people are coming to you for.
So I think, I'll give you the short answer. I think we go back to my previous career
Yeah.
where making decisions on the spot under high stress
Yes.
just comes easier for me from so many years of doing it.
Yeah.
This is equally as stressful in a different way.
Yeah.
However, when you're used to making those kind of decisions, you just problem solve it and, and move forward.
Yeah. Calmly, methodically. It's a certain kind of person that can do that well. Awesome. Well, Andy, thank you for coming. Will you come back sometime?
Absolutely. Did we win or lose? Or
I think we're just always winning.
With the cards.
I think that. You're like, no, specifically with these cards, what's happening? I just don't know because
Okay.
I don't know the rules.
We're gonna call it a win then.
We're calling it a win. Oh my
call it a
gosh. Guys, you can book Andy. His links are below. Book him, follow him on Instagram, on all of the socials. Think of a party that you can throw, and don't think like, okay, well, this is probably going to be way beyond something that I can actually feasibly do. My suggestion to you is to reach out to Andy and have him let you know what different things would cost and that sort of thing. Just allow your imagination to kind of just go wild and have fun with it because, I don't know, that's what life's about, in my opinion.
Perfect. Thank you.
Cool. Yeah. Awesome. Well, we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.